check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. What's going on? We back, Goodfellow Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate the love and support for the channel. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button. Let's get into it. Jarrett Hurd did an interview with the press yesterday. I linked the source in the description, where he said he prefers that Jermell Charlo beat Tony Harrison. Obviously, for obvious reasons, he already beat Tony Harrison, even though Harrison was outboxing for the majority of the fight, but he did what he had to do, and he stopped Harrison. The fight that everybody wanted to see was Hurd versus Jermell Charlo. Okay, and we're also going to talk about why Jarrett Hurd ain't more popular when he should really be the fighter that PBC is featuring, because he appeals to casuals a lot better than a lot of the other fighters. But obviously, he ain't beat Jermell Charlo yet. He sat there and let that fight marinated. Said he wanted to fight two right-handers before Jermell Charlo, and pretty much he hurt his legacy, and he hurt the amount of money he could have made. And maybe Al could still pay him the same amount of money, but the interest is no longer there in the fight. The same interest, excuse me. Tony Harrison, Charlo come back and stop Tony Harrison, and that interest can be back. But the whole thing, I'm not saying from a strictly a boxing standpoint. Like, obviously, if Harrison beat Hurd, if Charlo beat Harrison, it really don't change for people who really love boxing. It doesn't change. Like, we want to see that fight, Charlo and Hurd, and I still believe that Charlo will beat Hurd. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we don't really make boxing popular. We don't expand the sport. We don't, that's casual. So casuals look at it like, oh, he ain't got his no more. And even some people that try to, perpetrate and try to, act like they hardcore boxing fans, but when you talk about 2 or 3 fighters, you know what I'm saying? So, for Jarrett Hurd, he kind of messed up an opportunity to appeal to casuals. And him and Charlo would have had a big fight, because PBC should have wanted to build that fight all the way up. But obviously, some people gonna say, oh, the fight lost, value, and it did. And Charlo can make that value pop back up with a great fight, great victory over Tony Harrison, June 23rd, Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, that's on a Sunday, by the way. So primetime TV. So he can change the perception, but still, the O not gonna be there for Jarrett Hurd. And some people are just so enamored by the O, which a lot of us that go back, we not enamored by the O. Ali lost his O. A lot of dudes went back in the day, lost their Oscar, Trinidad. It doesn't, it don't really matter. It's how you get back up and continue your career. But some people, in this day and age, the O is appealing. It's kind of like, sex appeal in pop music or some shit like that. But, from a standpoint, he want Charlo to win. I can understand it. It's been built up. It's been a lot of animosity, a lot of talking. They took a picture together. And, but some people are going to say, well, regardless, Harrison exposed Charlo. He showed Hurd how to, defeat Charlo. And you ain't the first one to defeat him. It doesn't matter to me. But the whole thing about it is that he should just went on and fought him. But when you get in your career high payday versus Jason Wellborn on a Wilder Fury undercard, you touch $1 million. Why do I want to touch it? I'm going to touch $2 million versus Charlo, and I get an easy meal versus Jason Wellborn. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't even classify as a tune-up. He could have got that work in the ring, but he got $1 million. He got $1 million with a tune-up. That's more than he made versus Trout, more than he made versus Harrison, more than he made versus Lara, more than it's more than he ever made. So where's the incentive at? If you getting career high paydays fighting Jason Wellborn, where's the incentive at? What's gonna make me move my feet? You know what I'm saying? Nothing. And that's how they paying these dudes. They overpaying these dudes. So therefore they don't have to take risks. If I could sit on my ass 2-3 fights a year and get $1 million, get 2, and some of the dudes get 3.5, $4 million to fight, I'm really happy with that. And people talk about Bud being happy with getting 3.5 plus getting money on the back end. We bring home 4, 4.5, maybe 5 sometimes. in a regular fight, yeah, he content. You know what I'm saying? So I can't knock Jarrett Hurd. You know what I'm saying? Get your money, but at the end of the day, I ain't concerned with that for the most part. Take care of your family and stuff. But what you make don't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? What you eat don't make me shit. So my whole thing about it is, I just wanted to see him fight the best. He didn't fight Jermell Charlo, so he became irrelevant. It wasn't so much about Jermell Charlo. It was just, for me, it was about seeing the best fighting the best. And not everybody has that same agenda. And for Jarrett Hurd, he lost a lot. The reason why his popularity hasn't grown is because he lost a lot of respect for ducking Charlo. And he pulled that Keith Thurman shit. You know what I'm saying? And saying, I'll fight Kell Brook. Kell Brook, he wanted to fight Kell Brook. When he found out the Kell Brook fight couldn't happen, then, he went out with a shoulder injury. Same thing with Keith Thurman when he wanted to fight Pacquiao. And he found out the Pacquiao fight couldn't happen. Now all of a sudden he want to have 2-year ending surgery. Those are the parallels right there. And when he did that, a lot of people lost respect for Jarrett Hurd. And then he turned around and say, I want to fight 2 right-handers because I just fought 2 southpaws. I'm like, I ain't never heard an orthodox fighter say he want to fight 2 right-handers. That should be natural. You probably fought more right-handers. I'm 100% sure you fought more right-handers in your whole career. And you can find right-handers in the gym. So him and his team was coming up with all these excuses, whatever the situation may be. Then it was about the 2 right-handers letting the shoulder heal. And I you know what? You're not talking like a boxer. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he needs the time off for real and easy fights. He been in 2-3 tough fights, in a row, because the way he fights, he make it tougher than it have to be. But guess what? It ain't my fault. You know what I'm saying? You robbed us of a fight. That's why a lot of people don't fuck with him. And then again, he from the DMV. He ain't from Texas. You catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? Or he ain't Wilder, and he ain't from the South. So, Southern fighters get this new type of push. But, in time, a lot of them guys will be exposed. I just keep it at that. In time, a lot of them dudes will be exposed. Charlo got exposed. It's a matter of time till the next Charlo probably get exposed. In a matter of time until Errol Spence, even if he the king of welterweights, he move up, I don't think it's going to go well for him. Especially if he move up fight Canelo. So it's a matter of time. So Keith Thurman, it's a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of time for a lot of guys. Everybody can't stay undefeated. But that's one of the reasons why people don't rock with Jarrett Hurd. You know what? People feel like he robbed them of a mini super fight with Jermell Charlo. But for me, you know what? I don't care about it no more because, he ain't doing nothing different. He got the best resume active in PBC, in my opinion, that I could think of, besides Manny Pacquiao, if you consider him, or Mayweather, if you still consider him. He probably got the best resume, in PBC right now at the weight class they had. So Danny resume was built at 40, but, with wins. But he got the best resume. You know what? I ain't going to hold it against. I ain't mad at him no more because, man down was, now he back, strap season, he bag season, easy route promotions. At the end of the day, a lot of these dudes is about, the business side of boxing. So Jarrett Hurd ain't doing nothing different than everybody else. Deontay Wilder, oh man, Shelly Finkel, we gonna fight Joshua 2020, and he not in our plans, and he turned down 100 and 120 million. Like I said before, a lot of these dudes, the Ortiz turned down 7 million. Jarrett Hurd ain't doing nothing different. So if you ain't knocking Ortiz, you ain't knocking easy route promotions, Errol Spence, you ain't knocking, Wilder, you ain't knocking, some of these other dudes, and you rationalize them, but then you want to come back and jump on Jarrett Hurd? Nah, we not going to do that over here. So, you know what? Jarrett Hurd got our full support. He got my full support. Was a little, mad at him, but you know what? Get your money, man. That's what it's about. If all them other guys, Errol Spence could take the easy route, Keith Thurman could take years off, Deontay Wilder can put off $120 million, Luis Ortiz can turn down $7 million. Why can't Jarrett Hurd, get his money after fighting way better fights than a lot of them guys? All them fights them guys been having for a lot tougher fights than they have, and some of that's because it's fighting style. So get the bag, bro. Get the bag. I'm not mad at you, man. Hope you knock out everybody. hope you make as much money as you can. And riding with Jarrett Hurd. I always have been though, from even before he popped. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Hellblaze, thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellas1Box get you 18% off, 100% all natural products, lotion soaps, foot soaps, bath bomb, much, much more. Website, promo code, description. Don't forget me on all social media, links in the description. Hit me if you got a question, inquiry, sponsorship. We gone.